Hello, Ted and Kelly and all of your children. We were asked to give you some extra material for your dog, maybe some tricks that uh, he or she could learn based on some things that Hunter has learned. So Hunter has quite a repertoire of things. He has not only tricks, but he has a lot of language, a lot of words that he understands. He literally can sit at our dinner table and do the right thing. Although he doesn't sit at the dinner table, so just so you know. A lot of the motivation to get Hunter trained with these things was so that Sarah and Sue could take him to schools, nursing homes, hospitals, and he is a registered therapy dog, so he can go, it's called Pets for Life, he can go to those different events. So some of these tricks are just plain stupid. They serve zero purpose. Others had a purpose behind them, and it may have had something to do with his status as a pet therapy dog. So I'll pause there, and then we'll show you the first trick. You ready? All right, so the first basic trick every dog knows is to sit and to stay, and I'm sure your dog knows that. Then it was to basically wait on food, meaning don't just take what you want when you want it, but to wait to be told that you can have it. So the best way to teach them that trick is to take the cookie, and Labs have that big fat nose just perfectly designed to hold a piece of food. Now Hunter, if you notice when we do this, he likes to lift his paw. He likes contact. And so he wants to hold your hand, or he wants to stay connected because he's waiting for the signal. And our signal for him that it's okay to have whatever is in front of him is the kissing signal. Ready? I only kiss certain people. Hence the kissing trick. As you know, a lab will do almost anything for food, and food is a big motivation for Hunter. So we taught him a politically incorrect trick. We call it the city trick, and it's called the bang trick. So Hunter, bang. Now, it wasn't just enough that we wanted him to lay down, but we wanted him to die. Hunter, die. Everything dies with Hunter except the tail. Good job. Oh, bad aim. So Sarah likes to see the dog be a little more lively. As you can tell, he's not real lively until you say the word dance. Dance. He dances like his Uncle Lee. Dance. Dance. All right. Since Labradors have a big rear end, sort of like some of Kelly's family, extended family from Indiana, I'll just say that. He's got a good base behind him, and he can sit pretty. Can you sit pretty? Sit pretty. Pretty. Good balance, notice that? Serves absolutely zero purpose, but the old women really like it at the nursing home. Sit pretty. Now stay. Now we'll add the nose trick. Pretty. Oh, he's losing it. Sit pretty. You can just hold my hand. Another opportunity for a kiss. Oh! So one of the funny things about Hunter, he knows where the treats come from. So there's a jar in the closet. If somebody should happen, Hunter, to go into the closet and then close the doors, an interesting thing happens. Hunter? So he literally would sit outside the closet and bark, and you'd slide him snacks. He'd do it all day. So another thing we wanted to teach the dog was to use manners, meaning to say please. He doesn't say thank you, but please was important. So not to just bark and speak, which he can bark and speak, which is kind of loud and obnoxious, but to say please and to do it quietly. So if I say, for instance, speak, speak, what? Speak. Okay. He'll be loud and boisterous. But if we tell him to say, hey, sit down. If we tell him to say please, say please. Or another way is to say use your words. Your words. Say please. Okay. It's quiet and more polite. Say please. Please. Say please. Use your words. Use your words. Okay. One of the favorite games of Hunter is hide and seek, and he's particularly fond of Sue. In fact, he always wants to know where Sue is. So all I have to do is to cover his eyes and tell him to go find you know who, and he's off. He won't stop until he finds her. Okay, ready? You ready? Stay. Okay, Sue, go hide. Okay. Ready? Ready? Find her. That's good. One of the code words for Hunter is old people. And old people would indicate it was time to like be nice, and if I just said old people, he would come up and put his head on you and be real cozy. But it's not real cool when you're in a nursing home to call them old people, even though they are, you know. So we had to use the actual word, which is to give a hug. So Hunter, can you give me a hug? Give me a hug. Hey, give me a hug. Can you give me a big hug? And so this kind of would freak some old people out. Give me a hug. But some are, you know, they like the affection of a big brown dog. Sit down. Hey, give me a big hug. A big hug. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, sit down. So every retriever retrieves, and that's kind of boring. Ducks, geese, pheasant. But you want to teach your retriever to do something practical, like to get the paper. Hey, Hunter, would you get the paper? So every day, that's his job. He goes and gets the paper. Hey, hurry up. Good job. Let's go. What's interesting when Hunter gets the paper is he doesn't bring it to me. He takes it to that one place in the kitchen, and you know what it is. Hey, let's go. Get the paper. Hey, get the paper.
And he only retrieves the Wall Street Journal.
Yes. He brings it to the cookie jar. Maybe you heard Sue. He doesn't have anything to do with the Times, the Journal, or the local rag. Only the Wall Street Journal. It matters. Thank you. Hunter doesn't necessarily have the same level of appreciation for everyone in our family. He has a unique bond with Sarah. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. And I think it started when Hunter would plan to sleep in our room at night, but Sarah would come in to get him to take her to her room, and this is kind of what would happen.
Hey, Hunter, do you want to go to bed? Do you want to go to bed? Come on, let's go to bed. Come on, let's go to bed. It's time for bed. Let's go to bed. Come on, it's time for bed. Hey, it's time for bed. Let's go to bed. Come on, let's go. Okay.
It's amazing what a kiss will do to brighten your attitude.
Is each one less than 30 seconds?